Woohoo! All right, all right, all right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Trish da Dish from Maui at Home and beyond. I'm here presenting my 69th episode. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, we've come so far. I've been wanting this certain singer on the show for a while now, and I finally nailed her down. She was on my wish list, on my vision board, and she is going to... Yeah, you guys are just about to be razzle-dazzled by this wonderful talent. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are live from Backlit Buddha Studios. Woohoo! Right here in Kahului. And I just want to say a big mahalo to my baby Chino for doing my opening song live. And live. He comes right from the grind to do it every time. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'm just really excited to have you guys here. I just want to say thank you so much to Michael Elam for reaching out to me 3 years ago in May. We just celebrated our 3-year anniversary, May 2020, to do this show, and it's really grown into something very special and been a beautiful asset for the Maui music community. And that was the whole point of it, was to share something during some dark days on the music scene, you know? So now it's just become bigger than we can even handle. So thank you guys so much for being here. I can't wait to get to 100 shows, all Maui artists, just talking story and sharing their goodness. Let's get this party started. We have the lady with the golden voice. Her personality might be brighter than mine. It's like she literally walked in the room and I was like, yes, this is going to be a great show. Just celebrated her 1-year anniversary here on Maui as a full-time resident.
Yes.
But been on the island doing beautiful things with Jazz Maui and all the usual suspects and all the beautiful jazz and soul. And now you're here, and we're so excited to have you. You brought a friend. We'll talk to him soon. But this is all about, ladies and gentlemen, Sheryl Renee!
Oh, my gosh. You had me when you said... we do all Maui residents, and I went, yeah,
all Maui, it's you. So we're so blessed to have you.
Thank you so much.
You've been lighting up the stages, and I love following you online because you always have such positive things to say, which we'll talk all about, all your work with arts education, hundreds of commercials and albums and symphonies. Oh, yeah, and Barack Obama. No big deal, no big deal. You know, my crush. But I'm just so happy to have you here. Who's this lovely gentleman you've brought in tow today?
Thank you, Trish. This is Michael Ferenczi, guitarist.
Composer extraordinaire, I hear.
That's
Jumping jacks, trampoline. I do it all.
Yes, I'd love to have an after party with trampolines. Is that what you said? Okay. So today you're going to take us on a little journey of some of your favorite songs and just share a little bit about what's going on with you. You have a lot going on. You're on the ground running here.
I did. I hit the ground running.
You did. Your schedule is pretty mighty, and I am impressed.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and you're playing with some of the best players in Hawaii. And I'm just really happy that you're part of our scene now. And thank you so much. We're so happy to have you.
All right.
I know I'm already getting emotional. I have like a big I love Sheryl Renee. Try not to have the fandom.
We've been dancing around each other. That's what happened for a year.
As soon as we talked on the phone, I was like sister for life. Like it was done. Like you and I are bonded. Like I adore you. So let's, enough of this chitty chat. Why we're here is because we want to hear your beautiful voice and your beautiful guitar playing. Woohoo! So let's get this party started. What are you going to give us first?
Well, we decided to start off with a little Al Jarreau. And this song with a beautiful message about we're all in this together, y'all. Yeah, yeah. It's like a diamond ring, it's a precious thing. And you never wanna lose it. It's like a favorite song that we love to sing. Every time we hear the music, we're in this love together. We got the kind that lasts forever. this love together. And like berries on the vine, it gets sweeter all the time. Yeah. It's like a rainy night with candlelight. And oh, it's so romantic. We got the whole thing working out just right. Yes, it's just the way we planned it. We're in this love together. We got the kind that lasts forever and ever, yeah. We're in this love together, yeah. And like berries on the vine, it gets sweeter all the time. Don't you know that we're in this love together? We got the kind that'll last forever and ever, yeah. Tell you that we're in this love together, yeah. We got a love that will open any door, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, I said we're in this love together. We got the kind that lasts forever and ever. Don't you know we're in this love together? And like berries on the vine, it gets sweeter all the time. Oh, just getting warmed up a little bit.
I was really enjoying the banter between you two during the rehearsal before the show. I mean, how long have you two known each other? It's like brother and sister already.
About
Yeah.
5 minutes?
3 or 4 minutes.
You picked him up
I
on the
met
side
him
of the
last year. I started going over to the yacht club, and he was sitting in with Mark Johnstone and those
wonderful.
guys on a regular. And so, yeah, it's been about 9 or 10 months.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
And you guys are going to be presenting a monthly series together.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Do you want to talk about? Because let's talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about it then. All
do
right,
let's dish.
Starting July 26th, once a month on a Wednesday night,
Love.
I'll be doing a series that I produced for many years. It was called Sheryl Renee and Her Salute to the Legends, but now it's called Sheryl Renee Salutes. And this is a more intimate version of the show. I'm also an actress. I've been in over 40 productions. And so I decided to make it more theatrical. We're calling it a cabaret show, but basically we pay tribute to the world's greatest entertainers.
Burt
And
Bacharach, I see.
yes, we're starting off. Well, of course, Burt Bacharach passed away this year in 2023. And on some of my gigs, I would just go into this a cappella, just pieces of all of the hits. And there were so many, I thought, there's no way I cannot do him first thing, you know. And so we're doing Bacharach and David, of course, because Hal David was the lyricist to his compositions. And that starts off Wednesday, July 26th.
Woo!
And
Just in about a month.
Just we start from the
Pro
beginning of
Arts,
their
at
career.
Pro
Yeah,
Arts.
at the Pro Arts
And
Playhouse.
PA, one of our favorite
Oh,
places.
I love that little.
Lynn
I
and them are
love
doing
that
such good things
intimate
there.
theater. It's so beautiful.
Sound
I
is
went and saw
excellent.
White Hawaiian over there, and I had the best time because, of course, I'm his new fan, right? But I just kept going, this place, it's perfect. I'm visualizing. I'm enjoying his show, but I'm visualizing my own show, right? So
you're like, anyway.
Yeah, so
what's your availability?
We start July 26th, and again, everything is chronological. We start from the beginning of their careers and then to the end, and it's about 15, 16 songs. Ooh, and then we start over again the next month. And the next month. So every month, I'll be paying tribute to a different artist. We're starting off with Burt Bacharach and Hal David. Then we're doing Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, of course.
Then we're doing the Carpenters.
Oh,
love my girl Karen Carpenter. Then we're doing Marvin Gaye. And then Barbara Streisand.
So I know what we're doing for our date night. This is
that's a date night.
That's a date night right there. How wonderful! And I love it because with Pro Arts and having Michael with you, it's engaging. It's very personal and intimate.
Very intimate,
I feel like the
personal,
audience will be part of the show,
and they will. And that's something that I take great pride in. I like to involve the audience. And they like, let's just talk about, people love to sing. Even when they can't sing, people love to sing.
Very true.
I love to bring the audience in on the show. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, we'll definitely be there. And what a beautiful series. I love that you're doing different artists, and they're all uniquely different too, but also
They're
the same.
Uniquely different, and then thank God for Google and YouTube, because like right now, everybody else is listening to what they're listening to, and I'm listening to What's New, Pussycat. But I get to go in, I can look at all of the footage.
Your neighbors are like, a lot of
They're
Tom
like,
Jones
what in the
lately.
world,
What is happening over there?
But that was one of the Bacharach hits, and Hal David hits, and so I'm studying right now. I've got about 6 weeks until we kick it off, but the show is scripted. And so I'm doing a lot of studying and watching, and it's fun.
What are these outfits going to look like? Because you got style.
Girl, you already know. Girl, come on now.
She's like, that's a whole other segment, okay?
Of course, I have to decorate the set each time, and each set will be decorated to that era. So, of course, Bacharach's heyday was in the 60s. So we'll start off with, a 60s feel in the theater. And then when I do Ella, we go to the 40s. You know what I mean? And so I love it. Costumes. And I also do impressions and mimics.
Oh, my goodness,
and
what don't you do? Seriously.
Yes,
we
I'm
need
really
2
looking
hours.
forward to
Okay?
it.
You're so wonderful. All right, let's get back to the music.
Oh, you want
and then
to?
we'll come back and we'll talk more about, your journey. And I want to talk about Colorado because we love Colorado here. Thanks, Michael, for being here.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to get to you.
Oh, that's all right.
Well, in picking these songs for today, I wanted to pick just my favorites, and I asked Michael what he wanted to do, but this one, it speaks to imagination, beautiful song by John Lennon. This one's called Imagine. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm you will join us, and the world will live as one. We live as one, yeah. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. No, I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. The world would be as one. Imagine the world would be as
Beautiful.
Thank
That was a
you.
great rendition. Something definitely different.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Beatles fan.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Tell me a little bit about growing up. When did you know you had the voice? Or when did you know that music was going to be an extension of you for the rest of your
Well,
life?
it's funny because both of my parents are extremely gifted singers. My father is a pastor, and my mother was Katie Love in the Four Shades Black, who recorded on Muscle Shoals Records in the late 60s, and she recorded with Stax Records, Isaac Hayes. So that's the house we were brought up in. There were constantly rehearsals. My earliest memories are running around the clubs, because back in the day, you know, they used to rehearse in the clubs they were gigging in, you know. So, of course, we loved it. They'd be on stage. Me and my siblings are running around having fun. Hopefully had somebody behind the bar give us some Shirley tempos, you know. But no, music
Fuzzy
was
navels later.
always part of our lives. I never remember a time when there wasn't music in our lives. And my
Wonderful.
stepfather tried to make my brother and sister and I into a group. And so he would have us do the NBC, and we'd each have to hold a note, you know. And we sounded so good. But about that third time, we were over it. We were ready to go outside. But
You're like, not till you get this.
that's right. Luckily, he wasn't a Joe Jackson, you know what I mean? 'Cause
well, amen
man,
for
those
that.
poor Jackson kids, they had no life outside music. But, you know, but I also respect how hard that was, you know, to keep kids focused. But it wasn't hard because, you know, from the time I was small, people told me I was special. Girl, God gave you something. Oh, you got a gift, you know. So I
And did you
all
always
of the
believe
things.
it? You
I
seem so
did.
confident and light. And
Well, you know, it's funny because I knew that I had something, but I did not want to be in the music business. As a matter of fact, when of course I did choir, and I was in bands from the time I can remember, you know, 10, 11, 15, 16, singing in groups, but I didn't want to be because the music business was a huge struggle for my family. I mean, you know, I can't say I threw out the labels my mother was signed to. She never prospered from it, you know, and it made her bitter, and it reflected on on me, and so when I graduated, I got a job at the phone company.
Oh,
Like, I'm
But
gonna
it
get
took me
into tech.
it took me about 8 months to figure, hey, I missed the applause. You know? So I think I was probably 21 years old when I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I'm gonna be in this business, and I was a mother by that time, and I'm gonna raise my kids, and I'm gonna just trust that I can do this. And I found
gonna
thrift
dive
stores, and that helped me. And trying to figure out how to be a freelancer, in a
Oh,
very
yeah.
iffy business.
Yes, it is.
But I'm
You're
very
your
proud.
own boss,
Yeah,
which
I
is
raised,
good and bad.
I raised 3 beautiful girls.
Aw. Wonderful. Girl
and,
mom.
I'm still singing 40 some years later.
Love it, love it, love it. And
beautiful.
you have no slouch on this resume accolade. You have sung for President Barack Obama. Is that true? Tell
It
me
is true. Well,
how did this come about?
well, then Mayor John Hickenlooper,
Great name.
there was some controversy surrounding the national anthem in Colorado, and had to do with another vocalist whose name was very similar to mine. And it caused great havoc in my life because of the confusion. And I think, luckily for me, I think Mayor Hickenlooper, kind of took some pity on me. And so President Obama was coming to Denver, Colorado to sign the historic economic stimulus bill. It was a huge deal. And there were 3 of us that were put up for it, and I was chosen. And so I got to sing the national anthem at the signing of the economic stimulus bill. And I got a chance to meet President Obama. I met Vice President Joe Biden at the time, the mayor, of course, John Hickenlooper, and
you
all
meet
of the
Michelle?
dignitaries. No, Michelle wasn't there.
Shoot, that's
But Barack
later.
Obama was exactly as you see
As
him.
you see.
The way you see him, Trish, because I know
Yes.
some people don't see him this way.
Oh, I do.
But so the way that they set it up, I'll be very quick here.
No, we can talk about this all day.
So it was myself, a rabbi, and a minister.
Is this a joke? Walk into a bar. Walk into an
No, they
economic
blessed,
stimulus
they
package
blessed
event.
they had the rabbi and the minister bless the event, you know what I mean, before the national anthem. So the way they do it is they set you to be the first in the receiving line for when the president comes down. And of course, he uses 10 different pens. A lot of people don't know that. He literally signs his name, maybe an initial at a time, with a different pen. But he was coming towards me. And I'm telling you right now, I had the biggest smile. My face was in pain. And he's coming towards me, and I'm grinning at him, and he just bust out laughing. He couldn't help himself, you know what I mean? So we had that moment when he finally came to me, when we were cracking up. And I just, was able to tell him how proud I was to be there and just say my little few things before he moved on. But it was a great moment for me. Great
Legendary.
moment. Yes.
So when you're having those days, just go back to that moment where you made
It's
him
like, hey,
laugh.
I sang for the
You made him
president.
giggle because you
And
were
even
so
with all the
vibrant.
controversy about the national anthem, and there is controversy about it, and everybody's allowed to have their feelings about it, but I can just never forget the doors that were open for me, that I would have that opportunity, you know what I mean, to
Absolutely.
sing for, the leader of our nation.
I wish he could come back. Can we have him again?
boy.
He's
Term
like,
limits. Yeah, he's like, I'm good. Him
But
and
one
Mich-
thing we do know, he'll come back to Hawaii.
Yes, he
Hello!
will.
Yeah.
We're lucky for
Yeah.
that. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We are just getting cozy here with Sheryl Renee. I tell you what.
No.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're just tuning in and you want to watch the show, it will be on Monotone Radio's YouTube and also monotoneradio.com. Thank you so much for supporting our live music series and
Oh
talk
my
story.
gosh, is that the great?
Yeah, great talk. And don't forget, I just want to give a shout out to our buddy Pono Akiono. We're going to be having the 3rd annual Hawaii Beatbox competition coming up next Saturday. That's June 24th at the playground, hosted by Chino LaForge. And it's just so wonderful because, less than 5 years ago, Pono pretty much created the beatbox scene on Maui. And now all these young kids who are just coming out of the wood, just like, oh, I'm a beatboxer. I'm a beatboxer from Hilo. I'm a beatboxer from Honolulu. They didn't have a scene. So it's just really cool. So I just want to give kudos to anybody pioneering any kind of scene, whether, it's music or, beatboxing. Who knew that the Maui's own is the American beatboxing champion. I mean, he won the national championship last year. And he's just a sweet boy from Kahului. It's so cool. So follow your dreams.
Oh, absolutely.
Follow your dreams. I hope he's beatboxing in 40 years, just like you're up here singing. So, all right, what do you got for us next, Sharon Michael?
Well,
Uh-oh. She's
I love the
moving.
vibe here in Hawaii. See, what people don't know is I've been coming to Maui for 25 years.
Yeah.
And I've always worked with the musicians on Maui because there are fantastic musicians on Maui. Always have been. But there's a vibe here. You know what I mean? There's so much music on Maui and so many great singers. And so there's a vibe. So I said, I wanted to do something that, kind of got me close to the vibe. And I thought, hey, we'll do a little reggae. I hear the local music mixed with a little reggae, you know what I mean? So, of course, love Bob Marley. So we're gonna go for it. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. No. From the very first time I placed my eyes on you, boy, my heart said follow through. But I know now that I'm way down on your line. But the waiting feel is fine. So don't treat me like a puppet on a string, 'cause I know how to do my thing. Don't talk to me as if you think I'm dumb. I wanna know when you're gonna come. I said I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. No. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. 'Cause if summer is here and I'm still waiting there, winter is here and I'm still waiting there. Like I said, it's been 3 years since I'm knocking on your door, and I still can knock some more. Ooh boy, is it feasible? I wanna know now, for I to knock some more. You see, in life there's lots of grief, but your love is my relief. Tears in my eyes burn, tears in my eyes burn, while I'm waiting for my turn, yeah. Oh, I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. Summer is here and I'm still waiting there. Winter is here and I'm still waiting there.
I love your guys' chemistry. It's really, really fun. Thank you so much for being here. We are live with Sheryl Renee and Michael Ferenczi.
Oh.
Let's talk a little bit about you, sir, because apparently you're kind of a big deal.
No, I just make people leave.
You told us you spent. We thought you said you spent 3 to 5 in 3 to 5 in LA. We started laughing, but you said 35.
35 years.
35
in LA,
years.
Studio scene there.
Woo! And just music composer, production. That was just every day to you.
I started out as a session guitar player, and I had a great career doing that and brass work and bass and vocals. Did a lot of vocals for commercials and G.I. Joe. And
and G.I. Joe.
I was always a high tenor for all these commercials because I could
so
sing really high, and so I'd be the G.I. Joe guy. It's really kind of funny.
Can I get your autograph on a G.I. Joe if I bring it to you?
And I got to sing, certainly play with a lot of people that I absolutely admired sitting right next to you, and it freaks you out at first, but then you had to think, hey, I'm one of the guys, or they wouldn't have called me.
Exactly.
So you had to get that mindset in there. And after 35 years, it certainly changed quite a bit. The advent of home studios came in, and I jumped on that because I was working with another friend of mine. We started a production company doing jingles out of the house, though I was still getting calls for film and television. But, boy, as it waned, I got to thinking, how am I going to make better money? And I was at a recording session one day, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm making $350 playing guitar for this film. The composer is making anywhere from $50,000 to $1 million.
What?
And I'm thinking, I want that.
I want to be him, yeah.
So I started researching a little bit of that and got into the production music library scene, which I had never heard of. And now I provide music for what they call source cues for television and films, and the music supervisor of the film will needs a piece of music for it, and they'll go to the library and they'll pull out the CD, and hopefully it's yours, and they pop it in, and so it's been good. It's been much more lucrative.
That's a beautiful career. You get to constantly make music.
Constantly. I write 15
I follow you on
tunes a
Facebook,
song.
and you're always like,
oh my God, well.
You're always so fun on Facebook. You're
Oh,
like,
God.
I'll just finish another.
There's another 15 too.
Yeah, like, sorry, a day in the life of Michael.
I know, isn't that horrible? But I was very fortunate, and
That's
I saw
wonderful.
the writing on the wall, and I said, I better do something. So I still play quite a bit, but I haven't played live in quite a while. I mean, I play because of the studio scene. So it's actually very, very flattering to have Sheryl Renee ask me to play. I'm still.
Are you like it? You have such a fun personality. Do
You
you
know,
like being
I-
out on the stage again?
I have a, yes.
And letting someone like Cody take control, or like letting another tech guy take control.
Well, I love that.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's a whole other mindset, and you have to admire people like that perform constantly. When I was performing a lot, it was another walk in the park. But now it's like, golly, I haven't done this in a while. Okay, gee, I better get some music. Well, I better put my reading glasses on, because I didn't see that before. So yes, I'm getting the willies out of me, so to speak.
And you're loving Maui. It's also embraced you as well.
It has, and I always told the musicians here when I was visiting, because you'd see the alarm in their eyes, and rightly so, because they're thinking, oh man, we don't need another musician here. We don't.
Be taking my gig.
That's right. And
you're good. You're a studio
I
musician.
reassured them. I said, listen, I'm not here to take your gigs. I'm happy just laying in the background. I'll go and clap and applaud.
And you go and support shows. I
And
see you out at live shows a lot.
and I really enjoy that.
That's wonderful.
And certainly, I mean, I would play for free. Just if somebody would say, hey, you want to play? Yeah, sure. And they're always worried about the money. I'm not independently wealthy, but.
But I just love, you just seem like such a genuine person and really enjoy music. And
Well,
so
thanks.
thank you for coming out from the cave.
you're
Because
very
sometimes
welcome,
when you're a
yeah.
studio musician, you're just behind the scenes.
It's actually nice to get get away from the desk and get out there and be real.
Yeah.
This is something that I don't do too often.
That's right.
so.
You couldn't be more real. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, well.
Sheryl, I mean,
He's so easy to get along with. That that has a lot to do with it. And particularly, I thought about him for this show because it's very taxing. Every month, it's a different artist. That means it's a different 15 songs. Yeah, there are hits, but there are also some B-side songs. So you got to learn some material. And then,
There's tunes I'd never heard of. Like, what tune is that?
what's new, Pussycat?
Yeah, right.
No, you heard that.
It's not unusual.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are so wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. What are you going to sing next?
Okay, we're going to do one by Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, we are.
We are doing my salute to Ella Fitzgerald on Wednesday, August 23rd at the Pro Arts Playhouse. And this is one, Ella's her and Barbara. Oh, it's so
I know. And you don't have to pick. You can have it all.
Yeah, but I love Ella. I love her, and I've been actually doing an impression of Ella for about 30 years.
Oh, yes.
Full costume, full, So we're gonna do Lemon Drop, and this is the song that Ella Fitzgerald scat sang on the Memorex commercial.
Oh,
anybody here remember? I know I'm dating myself. Cody, you remember that commercial? Ella Fitzgerald had a commercial in the early 70s, and it basically she could hit a high note and break glass.
Right.
Oh, that's
and
right.
so they said, it was a Memorex tape commercial, and it said, is it live or is it Memorex? And it was a huge success for her. Around the world, she writes that people would come to her always to the end of her career asking her about Memorex, But anyway, this is a scat song called Lemon Drop.
And I didn't even know that.
I didn't. We're learning something new here every day.
Can I stand up?
You can do whatever you want, Sheryl. The name of this song is Lemon Drop. Ba-da-dee-da, is a ba-da-dee-da, ba-do-ba-do-ba-do. Oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-dee-ah-dee-ah, ba-ba-dee-ba-dee, how high the moon, oh-dee-ba-dee, ba-ba-dee-ah, da-dee-da-do-dee-da, da-dee-da-da.
da dwee da da dwee da da dwee da da. Shabba ding ding ding, shagga ding 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 ding, shagga ding ding, shagga ding ding, shagga ding ding, shagga ding ding, bro, ba, ding ding ding, da ding ding, bang ding ding dong dong ding dong dong. I've got plenty of nothing, and nothing's plenty for me. Dwee-ah, dee-da-dee-da-dee-ah, shabba-dabba-da-dee-ah, ba-da-ba-da-bee-ah. The name of this song, that's Lemon Drop. Da-da-dee-ah, da-dee-ah, da-dee-ah, woo, sweetheart.
Oh man.
Man, that train, I know,
I'm
man.
gonna
That
say that.
I gotta. My conductor is like, really? Oh, really? You want me to do that
Like,
without
what
bass
you
and
doing?
drums?
What you doing?
First of all, I'm so glad you stood up.
Yeah,
You were
man.
like, I gotta do to stand up for this.
I'd be falling down. Right
Yeah, I
about
would have
now.
been falling down too on that
Oh,
chair.
my
Oh,
God.
Cheryl Renee, how wonderful.
Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, boy,
Oh,
let me tell
Ella.
ya.
And the honest to God truth, people think that I can scat like Ella. I cannot.
I don't think anybody.
That
That
wasn't too
was a
bad.
mimic. That Ella got her education every night standing in front of the best players in the world, the best horn players. Back then, you know, the orchestras were full, you know? And so she would listen to each one of those artists and she could mimic each and every single one of them. And she recorded over 300 albums. I mean, that's something that, you know, so when I learned that, it's so funny. My little baby, my youngest child, who's now 30, I learned it 4 bars at a time.
Wow.
And I'd go back to the beginning, add another 4 bars, go back to the so that's my claim to fame, my Ella claim to fame.
Boy, I'm telling
That
you.
was so great. We were all smiling so big, like everybody was just.
It scares me to death.
Do you want some water? You want a little moment? You okay?
I'm good.
She's like, I'm good.
Look,
Let's
I'm
keep
sweating.
going.
No, look.
We're
They
all
say-
sweating.
They call it
all right.
glistening.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Glistening.
You get your fan out.
Yeah, it's my fan.
You're frosted. This
Oh.
is a little
You're,
guy.
you're prop
There it
fan.
is.
There
That's
you go.
right.
We
Oh
got to
my
get the big
goodness.
feather boa.
I love it. And you were talking about the orchestra. You sang with orchestras.
Oh yes,
And
I've been very blessed.
how does that feel to have that energy behind you?
I feel like this is
You're
this
floating?
this will sound crazy, but I feel like I manifested it because when I was maybe in the 7th grade, Barry White's Love Unlimited came out. And I fell in love with the sound of violins and orchestras. So I used to listen to it every night to go to sleep. I would just listen to orchestration music. And again, I'm 7th, 8th grade, you know. So I that's why I say I think I manifested it that I would start singing with orchestras. And I started singing with my first orchestra, Moment's Notice Orchestra, when I was 19.
Wow.
19, 20, 21 years old, around that area. And so I've been blessed to sing with the Colorado Symphony, the Brooklyn Philharmonic, you know, just orchestras. I think if I had a chance and I was into traveling again, that's probably what I would want to do, be a featured pops vocalist with, you know.
We have Maui
Orchestra.
Pops here.
And I'm
I was gonna
waiting.
say I know a violinist for Maui Pops. So
every year, whenever I would come here during July, I always sang with the different pops orchestras
wonderful.
here.
Okay, good.
For
Yes.
4th of July with
Nice.
Jazz Maui and
Yes.
Arts Education for Children
And I was
group.
gonna say that's one of your beautiful passions is, like you said it earlier, arts education is so important. It's out of schools, and so with Jazz Maui, you've been able to do that.
Absolutely.
And
that's
Jazz
what brought
Maui-
me over here.
That's what
the
I was gonna
second
say. You didn't
time,
live
yes.
here, and you were still involved with Jazz Maui.
Yeah.
And doing just exceptional things, and you probably
Yeah.
have more fans than you know here on Maui.
Well,
We probably
it's so
think you
funny.
lived here already.
Well,
I
you
thought
know,
you did live here. I didn't
I
even know
came
it
here
was
for
only a
25
year.
years, and you think you know Maui until you move here.
That's very true.
And then it's like, oh, I guess I did stay in my nice little circle, and
yep.
then my, you know, but
Nice little, right?
yeah. But no, a great organization, Arts Education for Children Group, Jazz Maui, both run by Bryant Neal, who's been bringing me here for 25 years and just blessing
Thank
my
you,
life.
Brian.
Yes.
Thank him.
Yeah.
And you don't have gigs that are like, happy hour on a lanai. You're at the Lahaina Yacht Club. You're at the Chocolate Estate. I mean, this lady is like, now you're going to be doing a cabaret show at Pro Arts
Yes,
Playhouse.
and I'm at Fleetwood's next Thursday with Sean McLaughlin and Barney Cortinez.
Wow.
And girl, I'm
You
getting
have
in
so
where I
many
can fit in.
players. They love you. You got some good guys with you.
Sal
Sal Godinez, he's,
Oh, Sal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sal.
From the time I started coming here, I was working with people like Gene Argel and Sal and Mike Bueno was
Marcus
my drummer,
Johnson.
and all these cats. They all knew me when I was smaller.
Oh, you've always been larger than life.
Oh,
Let's
my
be
God.
honest here. All right, let's hear some of that beautiful voice. What do we have next? What a great set list, by the way. It's really
Thank you.
dancing
How
all
many-
over the
I
place.
think we got chance for maybe we've got
We got
a couple more. Maybe
we
one
got
or
a couple
two.
more. We'll do
Couple
two more.
Let's do Everything Has Changed.
Okay. Make sure I get my music.
And don't forget, guys, this will be
was that
online
one?
if you're
Yeah.
just
Oh, that's
tuning
right.
in. Go to ManaoRadio.com and also Manao's
pictures.
YouTube. It's up there forever. Big mahalo. I couldn't do the show without my partner in crime. That's Cody Quintana.
Cody.
Woo! My sonic wizard. Also a fantastic singer-songwriter, guitar player,
Yes,
who we have featured on the show. And also Mahalo to Chino, who's not only the intro song, but is also running the switchboard.
Yeah.
He does it all.
It's a
Hot
family
and hot honey,
affair.
hot spice, baby. That's right. But I know you guys have heard a little TV comedy series being shot here on Maui called Moku Moku. It's very exciting, and Chino's a part of that cast, and Kathy Collins, and a lot of our wonderful Maui, Hawaii, and Oahu talents. That's what's the best part. It's not some, people flown in from Hollywood. These are real talents
What do you
here.
mean?
I know. I mean, no offense, Michael.
Well,
But so congratulations to everybody involved in that. I know it takes a village to make anything happen here on Maui, And also much love to my underwriters. I love small businesses. They're part of my passion. Venture Physical Therapy and mahalo to Pin Drop Clothing by James Bowersox, which is like a kids' clothing company that he started with his kids.
Nice.
Right? They do the art and then they make they just wear it, and it's very exciting. I love supporting small businesses. So, thank you to Manao Radio. This is an all volunteer effort, and I can't thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to share your music and your story. I want to talk to you for like 3 more hours. This is really tough, Sheryl. What are we going to do? We're going to have to go out. We're going to have to hang out. You're going to have to come to a comedy show and see comedy.
Oh, I would love it.
Yeah.
I think I'm funny.
Oh, you are.
That's okay.
This is a serious, it's not a serious song, but it's a topic. All about changes. Everybody listening has been through some changes in these last 3-4 years. And change is not always a negative thing. Change can be good. And I love this song. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone must change. No one stays the same. Will the young become the old, and mysteries do unfold? But that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Winter turns to spring. A wounded heart will heal, but never much too soon. Yes, everything must change. Will the young become the old, and mysteries do unfold? Yeah, yeah. But that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. Well, there are not many things in this life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky, and the music makes me high. Everything must change. Girl, this sitting down and singing, boy.
You can stand. You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna have to stand for this last one.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so. Thank you so much. I mean, we didn't even get to like scrape the edge of your extraordinary career, your entrepreneurial pursuits. You're not a one-trick pony. What is a day in the life of Sheryl? Seriously.
Okay. Well, I'm also a certified professional organizer, and I'm an interior redesigner. So that was one of the reasons why I moved to Maui as well, because I thought, there are 13,000 condos on this island. I
think I could get in
I
there.
might get a gig or two,
And ones that need a little style
And that
update.
need a little something.
Mm-hmm.
And I specialize in pre-owned furnishings and goods. I'm all
wonderful.
about green recycling, refurbishing, revitalizing, and also saving people money.
Yep.
So,
And it's different and unique. It's not the same. It makes the item. I don't know.
I agree with you.
I
100%.
feel better. Yeah. I don't want the same cookie cutter. Yeah. That's wonderful. You got style too. So I'd like you to decorate something one day. I'll come.
Wow.
She's doing.
Please.
This is how this relationship's.
I know.
So I know you're doing the bathroom. Should you come to the studio and we could do a little? I love that's Maui, man. We all wear so many
And
hats.
you know what? And it's interesting because everything they call it the Maui Network or the Maui. What do they call it?
I'm getting it. I'll get it in a minute. I've only been here 5 years. Wait.
But basically, that referral, you'll get more work from referral and people
very
sharing
much
the news than anything
100%.
else. Right?
Coconut
100%.
wireless.
The coconut
Is that what they
area,
call
thank
it?
you, girl.
Oh,
Coconut wireless,
not
and that's
heard
so true.
It really is, and sometimes you'll notice because you're doing good work with integrity and you're on time and you're sweet and you're nice. You're gonna have too many gigs sometimes because you're reliable, and sometimes people they'll just come back to you. And some of the best referrals, I'm a writer, is just from somebody sharing to somebody else. I don't even have to put myself out there. Yeah. It's so wonderful. So don't worry, we're so happy you're here.
I'm so happy I'm here.
And you have a
Mother
beautiful-
Maui. When I was gonna move here, I met with everybody I knew, and including Kathy Collins.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
I said, Kathy, I think it's time for me to move here, And Kathy said to me, she said, Mother Maui decides who stays, and Mother Maui decides who goes. And I thought, I'm coming.
I believe you've been embraced. Every time I say your name, everyone goes, "Oh, Sheryl Renee."
Oh my gosh! I had an interesting landing here, but you know what? Everything has worked out, and I just have no regrets. You know, and
So
it's a thing. Like I have children, I have grandchildren, and you know, I left a life, and you know what I mean. But this is my time of self-care, and you know what? After COVID and everything, it's like I turned 60 last year. It's like, you know what? I'm in the third quarter, boo.
They call
I gotta live my best life. And so here I am.
Oh, I'm so glad you're
And
here.
here
Thank you
are.
so.
Thank you so much.
I hope we keep in touch after this.
Of course.
I really hope so, and I just adore you, and thank you so much. And we can see you regularly at the Lahaina Yacht Club.
Yes, I'm
just
there
follow
the
your social
third
media.
the third Friday of every month.
Okay, third Friday.
Yes, and
love
I'm
that.
at the Maui Kuia Estate Chocolate Pavilion, Sunset Jazz, once a month, and you know we'll be at Pro Arts once a month. So.
I cannot wait for those shows.
Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you
I'm so
much.
excited. And speaking of which, we're going to end with the song. We got to do something for Tina.
Oh, of course.
Tina Turner. Now, I have been impersonating Tina since 1988. And she really put me on the map. She put me on the map in my hometown of Denver because I was in a show called Beehive, the 60s musical, and there was this segment where I had to be Tina Turner, and all of a sudden I wasn't just another singer. I was, you know what I mean? So I really love her. I love her. And so I say, well, we're going to have to end with some Tina, but I got to stand up because, honey,
stand up.
you don't sit down and
No,
sing
you
Tina.
can't. Not with those legs.
Let me say since, oh baby, since we've been together, ooh, loving you forever is all that I need. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue, baby. So, baby, let's stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Come on, I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want me to do, well, it's alright with me, yeah. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. And I want to spend my whole life with you. So, baby, let's stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Once again, this is Michael Ferenczi on the Good Job. Michael. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good or bad, happy or sad. Why somebody say, why do people break up? Ooh, then turn around and make up. Well, I just cannot see. You never do that to Trish.
Thank you, Sheryl Renee. Oh, that was so wonderful. I love you so much. We have to do a show together. I'm not accepting any more shows, but I will accept you. You are so fantastic. Thank you so much for opening your heart and soul today and being your beautiful, candid self.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. You're just nothing but sunshine. I
Thank
swear.
you.
Good luck to everything.
Thank you so
and
much.
I'll be there to support you at Pro Arts, definitely.
Yes.
That's such a cool. And Michael, cool cat.
I appreciate everyone.
You're not an
inviting
LA
me.
guy.
I appreciate.
glad it wore off.
I appreciate Sheryl Renee inviting me here. This is a big thing. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Backlit Buddha Studios for being our home since
Yes.
like over a year and a half, right?
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Mahalo to Michael Elam, who's not here. He's on vacation, but he's a big fan of yours and he sends his love. We have David Rose in the house. He's going to keep us all straight and narrow. Much love to Stephen Holding for being the best rock star photographer there is.
Thank you so much.
My funny honey Chino for being here and doing so much. And of course, Cody Quintana. Love you so much. Mahalo to Pinatas and everyone at Backlit Buddha Studios for supporting.
Yes.
We love you guys. We couldn't do
Backlit
this
Buddha
without you.
Studios.
And of course, to the fans, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next month. Keep it real for the homeschool. Be good to yourself and each other. Love you, Sheryl. Seriously. I'm in love. All right, Chino, let's do this. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Woo! Home! 69!
Yeah.
Yeah!